Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. In this video we are going to be looking at how to install WordPress on Windows 11 in 2025. This way you'll be able to build WordPress websites locally on your machine for free. Let's get started. The first thing you'll do is head on over to google.com and search for WordPress install. After that, you are going to open a new tab and search for xampp install, and you're going to click on the first link and download xampp for your operating system. I will be downloading the most recent one here, so I'll click on download. While this xampp is downloading here, I'm going to go back to the first tab and I'm going to click on the first link here. This link will take me to the WordPress download site, and in here what I can do is click on download here to download the latest version of WordPress. And as you can see, we have completed our xampp installation and WordPress is downloading here. Just let this download, and in the meantime we are going to install xampp here. So I'll double click on this one to launch the installer. And I'm gonna click on yes here to continue the installation. From here I'll click on next and keep everything at the default settings. Click on next, and then make sure that our installation folder is in the C directory. This is important, so take note of where xampp is installed on your system and click on next. English is okay, and install. This will start xampp installation on your operating system. So while this is installing, please like the video, subscribe, and hit the bell to get notified when I release the next video. Once this is complete, it will give you this screen here. Just check this button here for the control panel and click on finish, and this will start the control panel here. In the control panel, we are going to need two things, and that is Apache and MySQL. So I'm going to click on start here and then click on start here. In order to install WordPress on our system, we need to create a MySQL database. So I'll click on admin here, and then in here, I'm going to click on new to create a new MySQL database. I'm going to give our database a name. Let's say WordPress site, and then click on create. And this is our database here created, so I'll click on it and I'll click on privileges here. Under privileges, you are going to see the accounts that have access to our database here. Once we are done installing our database, we are going to open File Explorer and go to the directory where we installed xampp. As you can see, xampp is installed in the C directory here on my system. So I'll open this folder, and within this folder, I'm going to search for a directory called htdocs and open it. In here, I'm going to create a folder called w_website and click on enter. This is where we are going to install our WordPress website. Remember the file we downloaded earlier here, which is WordPress. We are going to open it using File Explorer. Inside, we'll get a folder called WordPress. So open that folder and then copy everything inside into the folder we created in xampp. So I'll highlight all these files, right click, copy, and go back to my C directory, xampp, htdocs, WP website, and click on paste. This will copy all our WordPress files into this directory here. Once all these files are copied, we are going to go back to our browser here. I'm going to open a new tab, and in here, I'm going to say https://localhost/wp_website. Remember, wp_website is the name of our folder. Yeah, that's basically the local domain of our website. When I click on enter, it will take me to the installation page for WordPress. And it says here, welcome to WordPress. Before getting started, you'll need to know the following: database name, username, password, hostname, and table prefix. For this one, we are going to be using the database we created here. So I'll just click on let's go. And in here, I'm going to copy the name of our database here, which is WordPress site, and paste it here. For our username, I'm going to say root here. Remember, this is our username here, which is root. For our database host, I'm going to leave it at WordPress, and for our password, I'm going to leave it at blank. Our database prefix is going to be WP_, which is the default, and I'm going to click on submit, and everything is alright. I just click on run the installation to start installing WordPress. For this section, I'm going to say vector programming for the name of our site, and in here I'm going to say VectorM as my username, and for now I'm going to say 123456 as our password. I don't recommend you do this for a real website, but for me this is going to be a demo, so it's not that serious. For admin email, I'm going to use my email here, vectormediax@gmail.com, and I'm going to click on install WordPress and save our login details. Once WordPress is installed, we are going to click on login, and in the login panel we are going to input our details, click on remember me and log in. This will take us to the back end of our WordPress website. To see what our website looks like, I can click on visit site here, and this is basically what our website currently looks like. To modify this to make it more beautiful, I can go back here and click on appearance, then themes, and in themes I'm going to select a theme that is good. I am going to be using this one here, which is Neve. So I'm just going to click on install to install it on my website. Once it is installed, I have to click on activate to activate it. And to customize it, I'm going to be replacing our logo here with my own logo, and the main picture here with my own picture. And after customizing it a bit, I've changed the logo here, replaced it with mine, and change the main image here. And as you can see, I've got a fully functional WordPress website here running locally on my machine here. You can use this method to build websites for clients for free and then present them to your client before you deploy them online. This way, you don't have to pay for anything before you get paid. I hope this video helped. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.